Last Minute Man, and we are just out of the deer woods. If you haven't noticed, we are wearing orange. It is hunting season, and I'm here with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, we're about half froze to death. What? It isn't that bad. But
it's only 19 degrees this morning, not too bad.
It's not too bad. But so what are we talking about today, Mr. Obvious?
Oh man, we brought out a Remington Apache 77 here, green stock. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, I thought this was very interesting, and we brought this Ruger 1022 out just to kind of show a size comparison, and we'll flash that up on screen. But very, very neat rifle. Mr. Obvious picked this up in a trade, and very lightweight, 3.8 pounds, I believe, is what we discovered on the interwebs that they say they weigh. Yeah. We have not shot this much because when you got it, it had some issues.
It had some feeding issues real bad. Magazine problems.
And we'll get into a lot of that in the AAR, but we're going to go out here and shoot just a little short, about 30 yards, just to kind of see how it prints. And then we'll talk about it and tell you what we did to kind of fix the issues. But we're bringing this to you on the fly, folks. We just jumped out of the deer woods. We wanted to make sure we got a video out this weekend for you. So we just thought this was a neat one to bring, and it won't make too big of a ruckus. So let's get out here and just shoot off the porch. Okay, so Mr. Obvious, we had ourselves what you call a misfire the first time because the round just didn't ignite.
Good.
It's a rim fire issue. But let's go ahead here and give us 5 shots on target. Misfire. All right. Let's go down there and look at your grouping. Yeah, show people it did strike the primer.
Struck it good. That's 22.
All right, Mr. Obvious. I'm going to shoot a group here, see how I do.
Okay, now we're trying Remington Cyclones. See if we have any misfires with these.
Rapid fire there did just fine, not a single hiccup. Okay, Mr. Obvious, I hate to be the one to say it, but I was shooting wild. Look at that. But I will say I didn't have a good purchase there, but that's probably me, not the right. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Oh, we're going to report this little 77. It's working just fine.
Yeah, it functioned flawlessly. We did have some failures to ignite with the rimfire ammunition there. But other than that, I mean, the feed issue is fixed.
Yep, fixed the feed issue.
And on these nylon 77s, when you look them up in a Google search, the first thing that pops up is magazine issues. yeah, nylon 77, and it pops up by itself automatically. Magazine issues.
We figured that out.
Yeah,
for, like you said, particularly this rifle.
Right.
So.
And before we mention it, I just want to tell everybody at home, nothing. I'm not telling you to modify your rifle in any way.
No.
The only thing we did was a little a modification to the magazine. And these things are relatively inexpensive, but and it worked for this particular rifle. Mm-hmm. So, and it worked just good. So, go ahead and talk about it there, Mr. Obvious, and we'll flash pictures up on the screen and show you side-by-side comparison to the factory to the modification you did.
Yeah, we'll take photos and show you what we've done to the mag. There's all kinds of stuff online. People shaving them down on the back here to get them to go up, snap into position on the gun.
Right.
But so that corrects the problem of getting it to latch into the rifle.
Right.
So that fixes that.
You did actually get an aftermarket magazine.
Yeah.
That and that's it right there, isn't it?
This is it. It will not latch.
It will not latch. It'll go in just fine, but it will not lock into place. So it can fall right out, and that's no good. That's a no-go.
cut this down up here, and it latches in just fine.
Right.
Now you got to fix the feed issue where they hang up. You shoot a round or two or three, then jam.
Sometimes
round or two, jam. Round,
one
jam.
round. Yeah.
Sometimes one round, jam. Sometimes you pop off two or three and hang up again. Then you got to go into the top up here where the round actually comes out.
Right.
And you got to take off. This is in the back here is too long. So it's not letting the back of the round pop up quick enough to actually feed it into the barrel, and it just jammed dead heads right into the bottom side of the barrel.
And we've got the side-by-side up on screen, so you can see one of them is 45 to the rear.
I cut a 45 off. Boom, boom.
And the other one is just square.
Yeah.
And that seems to have fixed the feeding issue with this rifle.
Yeah.
And it's shooting just fine now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is something that's very common that you see people talking about these as a negative. Now, in spite of that, they're still pretty darn expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing them anywhere. I think $465 was the average cost. And I've seen them as high as $600, and they're getting to be, like you said, a collectible now. Yeah. Just because it's something that isn't there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, they made them for Kmart back in the 80s for about 3 years, I think. And they sold a ton of them things, and they sold them pretty cheap back then. So
they said $60 to $175, I think, something like that. And that was back 87 to 89, I believe. And now you guys fact check us by all means. I'm not the world's foremost expert on the nylon 77 Apache green, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's the information we dug up online.
We were able, in a short search.
Yeah.
But these are something they're getting more and more popular. And it's because they are so lightweight. I mean, it's just a handy little rifle. And, I didn't shoot too well today, but that's just me. That's, that was the first time I've really ever shot it. And I wasn't really focused. We've been out here in the deer woods since 6 a.m. trying to get something. I ain't seen a thing. Mr. Obvious, you saw a few deer, but no trophies. And we're kind of picky on the deer we shoot out here. We only like to shoot, a good trophy. And we let the others muddle along until they're full grown. But that's just kind of the way we do. But we figured we'd get out here and make sure we got a video out for you guys this weekend. And hopefully this was useful to somebody. Hopefully it was good information to you. We got icicles falling off the roof here. But that could have been somebody could have shot their eye out.
Yeah.
It was an icicle.
Icicle fall.
Oh, man.
It's cold. It's up to about, 24, 25 maybe now.
Right now.
Degrees,
yeah.
So it's cold.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's this is a neat little rifle, and like I said, we wanted to get something out for you guys, and didn't want to forget about you. So, hopefully that helps somebody out. Let us know in the comments section if it did, or if there's anything else you'd like to know, or fact check us by all means. So, with that, is there anything to add, Mr. Obvious?
Nope, no, not really.
Oh, okay.
Good shooting little gun. Off sandbags, it shoots a pretty tight group, but we're wiggling, wobbling a little bit.
Yeah, that's all the shooter. It's not the gun. Trust me. Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knife sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man.